set them off and work them out later. What the heck kind of anger is that? I'm so sorry for this very poorly worked start here, but we have all kinds of sound issues here. Okay, where I'm going to be standing, but I'm fairly certain I'm going to be walking around, but yeah, that's just not how it should be, is it? Well, right, okay. Hi, how you going? I am sorry about that, but both the viewfinders are broken on the cameras, so I got no one. I'm hoping that they're pointing somewhere in the direction of the microphone so you can hear what I'm going to sing. Okay, here's a new song that I wrote maybe, I don't know, I guess I finished the last word 20 minutes ago. I sat down to write a one-page song. I'm just talking my voice as a warm-up, if you forgive me. And if you don't, well, you know where the off button is. Sorry to see you go, but I wouldn't want you hanging around if you don't want to be here. As I said to someone once on a honeymoon. Right, have you stayed in tune? No? And are you going to stay up? So sorry. For this song really should have 4 more chords in than it's got, but with my diseased arms these days, that looks to me like it's on the deck of the Titanic. I can't do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all through. I sat down, I thought I'm just going to I'll let a song come through. I'm sure it'll only be a one-page one. 1 hour and 12 minutes later. So please forgive me, this runs to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pages, which are taped up in various places around here. And writing is not easy these days, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I've had to limit this down to a few, not as many chords as I would have liked. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start when you miss the first note. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Brought up on the wrong side of the wrong kind of town, living hand to mouth, daddy never around. Mama did what she had to do to put food on the table. Older sister standing in when mama wasn't able. First words she remembers hearing were low-grade trash, and scroll on the door she'd read, she only takes cash. Grew up wearing sister's hand-me-downs and learning to shut out the sneers and frowns. When she was 8, a brother came along. The doctor wouldn't come and him and mommy were gone. Papa turned up to see what could be had. His words of mourning were she was just born bad. Sister got a job at the cotton factory. Only 14, but as pretty as could be. The boys would whistle and howl, but she'd stare straight ahead. So to act real big, they tell her, your lousy mama's dead. Papa'd only be there a couple of days a week. Mumble something about fresh pastures to seek. He'd always be there on sister's payday. By dawn he drunk and gambled most of it away. She did well at school. She had a talent for learning, but by the time she was 10, Papa said, you need to be earning. I got you a job in Old Man Clanton's store. Put them damn books away and get scrubbing that floor. Each week the sisters would put some money aside. When Papa got wind of it, there was nowhere to hide. Her face took his fury and she was beautiful no more. They could never wash the blood stains off the floor. They didn't come at the sound of her screams. 15 years old, shattered face, shattered dreams. Where the boys once stared transfixed, now they stood and laughed. Don't come out in daylight, you should wear a mask. She became a human shadow, an unsuspecting recluse. Papa screamed, get back to work, that's your only use. She'd stared blank-eyed, she'd forgotten how to speak. Papa'd yell in her face, you're a good-for-nothing freak. Old Man Clanton's store didn't pay much money. She asked for more hours and he leered, you ever thought about selling honey? She didn't know what he meant, so she asked Papa that night. She noted as he sunk drunk and her eyes came alive. Later, the door took a midnight knock. She heard Papa answer and say her bedroom door ain't locked. Next thing she knew, Clanton was standing by her bed. He growled before it would have been, see your sister, but you'll do instead. She cried, Papa, Papa, but he was already gone. Flashing cash down at the bar, getting a heavy drunk on. She tried to fight Clanton off, but he grabbed hold of her wrists. He cried, would be good like your mama was, as he stole her first kiss. Her nightdress open and snarled, now there's a pretty sight. He laughed I guess your papa's not the only thing this night getting tied. Then he stared in surprise and his eyes began to glaze. Grew something incomprehensible as he and life parted ways. As he lay there on the floor, pool of red growing wide, two sisters looking down at him and the kitchen knife in his side. They hugged and shed some tears, but only for a while. Then for the first time in a year, big sister gave a smile. Papa staggered in as the clock was striking 3. The lamp had gone missing, he yelled, I can't damn well see. He heard, hello, Papa, and then his head did burst as he entered unconsciousness to the sound of a screamed curse. Trial, the sisters told the jury how the night had run. Mr. Clanton knew Papa needed money and kindly offered to loan him some. Why he came so late at night, we got no way of knowing. But Papa was in a blind drunk rage and stabbed him as he was going. Pleaded innocence, but the jury went the other way. Guilty of murder, 1st degree, the foreman, he did say. You can't hang me, he screamed, for a crime I did not commit. The judge's gavel pounded different at the sound of the verdict. Clanton's family paid the sisters well to keep his name intact. They told his wife, we could say you knew, so you'd be an accessory to the fact. And this is the down payment, there will be one more. You're going to change your will as well and bequeath us your store. Later the past has grown some way. Papa protested his innocence until his dying day. The sisters heard the trap door open, the soul depraved. They told the preacher, say no prayers and use a pauper's grave. Sister burned her shawl to set her face and demons free. Married a man from the next town who used his heart to see. When the store came their way, they took on its running. They're still there today, first grandchild coming. Younger sister went to college and then became a teacher. No chains on her spirit to let history beseech her. She tells the children at school and at home, never walk in fear. She knows that's the best lesson they will ever hear. I'm so sorry. The lyrics are just... The song came to me all in one go, and the lyrics just, you know, because I can barely hold a pen. And also I'm almost blind, and I did my best. I don't think my arms will let me cut a second tape, and that's called The Two Sisters. I think they're calling it A Tale of Two Sisters, you know, Dickens. But, I threw myself up with the wrong coordinate. I hope it's clear. It was because of the way I put the words in. So it's the elder sister that had her face. And I was working in the cotton factory, and the younger sister that goes down through. And from there. There's a Bob Dylan song called The Two Sisters, and they're from the Minnesota tape, 1960. I don't think they're in any way similar. Thank you so much. I hope I'll get a second take, but if not, hey, you got to hear the first one.